I'm running again this May in the primary to get back in the House again. I stand for the Constitution and for freedom and less government restriction. Why are we here today? I thought on the way here. To protect and defend the Republic. And to respect the Republic. I see a sign out here from these cowards say, ICE violates the democracy. So let's give you an education. Liberals, we live in a republic. And the individual rights are protected. Who can violate those rights? Illegal aliens can violate our rights. Especially illegal alien criminals can violate our rights as U.S. citizens. So respect the Republic.
Yes. Right.
Yes.
Gladly. I see another sign out there. So I'll address you guys for a minute here, just for a second. I see another sign out there that says racism. This is not about race. Let me educate you. It's not about race. It's about upholding the law.
Yes.
It's called liberal manipulation. Emotional nitwits. You're all about emotion. Look at your signs. F-ICE. What does that say about your emotions? You're emotional nitwits. Threats have been given to people here at this rally today by cowards. So I want to thank the officers here today, Boise Police, ISP, and up on the parking garage we have Boise Police watching out for us. Because we have cowards threatening people here today. You are cowards. So, the liberals don't want to respect law, right? Well, the U.S. Constitution gives ICE and the Border Patrol authority. It's not just some random law or random agency. The Constitution gives Congress the explicit authority to regulate immigration. Explicit authority. Article 1, Section 8, Clause 4 of the Constitution. Educate yourselves out there.
That's the problem.
Right, they're ignorant. Absolutely. Let's hear it again, guys. I'll stop here for a minute, and we'll, who are we?
USA, baby.
Americans. That respect the Constitution and love our country. USA. 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 USA! 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 So let's get some more education here. In 1924, Congress passed the Labor Appropriations Act, officially creating the Immigration Border Patrol. And Customs and U.S. Customs ICE was created in 2002 as part of a congressional act, which is constitutional. So I know I'm sitting over some victims of illegal aliens, and I appreciate that. I'm going to go over a few again. Kayla Hamilton was strangled to death in 2022 Kayla Hamilton was strangled to death in 2022 by an alien from El Salvador. I won't use his name. He doesn't deserve that. Kayla Hamilton. So let me, out there again, when Sin was saying these names, all of you acted up out there. Disrespectful to these dead U.S. citizens that were killed by illegal aliens. You have no class out there. You laughed and mocked. Let me tell you something else. Renee Good and Alex Petty are not martyrs. Let me tell you who a martyr is. Charlie Kirk. If you want to see a true martyr, he died for what he believed in. For the gospel. For what's right. Your cowards interfere with lawful operations of U.S. law are not martyrs. Another victim is Ruby Garcia. Was killed by her boyfriend. He finally shot her and left her on the side of the road. What a brave man he is. Another victim, Elizabeth Medina. She was 16 years old. Killed by a legal alien. An aggravated robbery at her home. She's found in her bathtub, sliced up by an illegal alien. That's who you protect out there. Another victim, Rachel Morin, was kidnapped, raped, and brutally murdered by an illegal alien. Laken Riley, another victim of an illegal alien. Attacked and murdered as she was jogging in Georgia. Joshua Nungary, another victim of an illegal alien, was sexually assaulted. She was 12 years old. Jocelyn Tokasi, another victim of an illegal alien. Minelay Waldecker. Her car was stolen right in front of her by an illegal alien and ran over by that illegal alien. She was ran over by her own car. Molly Tibbetts, 20-year-old Iowa college student. Out jogging, another seems to be a common trait here. Find these victims out jogging and prey on them. So my background, let me tell you a little about my background. I served in the U.S. Army in military police. I served in law enforcement in this state under state probation and parole and the welfare fraud unit. And I assisted ICE in the welfare fraud unit. Why is that? So the ICE agents were very smart. They knew that these legal aliens would put their kids on welfare. And so they called me up, Chad, can you pull so-and-so up on your welfare system and find these illegal alien criminals so we can go pick them up? Absolutely. I assisted many, many operations for ICE. I'm proud of that. Why are we in this situation? So when I was in office, between 2018 and 2022, I was called several times by constituents. Hey Chad, I see a white van over here in Montpelier, full of I don't know. It seems pretty suspicious. Are they illegal? I get these calls very often. Vans around the state. Being hauled into our state, let go, and dropped off into our state. This wasn't just an oversight by our former president. It was intentional picking them up, dropping them off in our state. It happened.